Please welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Belinda Strana. Thank you so much for all the love and support. To my returning subscribers, to those people that share my videos, leave commentaries, and also educate each and every one of us, you guys are the real MVP. So lovely. Across this video on my For You, and I thought to share where this, bank colored man who he actually looked like someone that was so hot by something. He decided to come out on a social platform to claim that most of these movies, especially these ones, sinners that have been trending all over the social platform, shows the rate of anti-white in the movie industry. This got people reacting to the fact that what is he talking about? He goes as far as to talk about the producer of Sinners, talking about how he shows his whiteness in all of the movies that he has actually produced. I'm just going to roll the clip as well as some of other stitches I was able to put together. Please leave me your own thought in the comment section of what you think of this video. And please do not forget that we do not support any form of bullying and harassment. We're just here for educational and informative purposes. Alright, lovelies, let's dive into it.
Nobody, literally nobody, is struggling to understand the film. They just don't want to go see it. Yes, the hate is real. We have gotten 10 years of anti-white hate films, and we're fucking tired of it, and people aren't going to continue to pay to go and see shit that wags a finger at them. People are kind of tired of the whole white people evil, racist bullshit. I mean, this could literally be Django with vampires and just be the most badass film ever, but if it even remotely smells like a lecture, people are not gonna fucking see it. You're right, but also wrong. You see, it's your racism and intolerance and arrogance and ignorance that is the problem at this point. Nobody else's. Your inability to comprehend why people might not enjoy another anti-white hit piece after fucking 10 years of the California Film Commission giving people tax credits for making them is actually astonishing. Clearly, you are the one that is struggling to understand the film. I'm genuinely curious though, like, what do you mean the film is, like, not for you? You know, who is it not for? I could very easily argue it's not for you because you have no idea what the fuck Robert Johnson's guitar is or the significance of it. I could argue it's not for you because you don't know how to play guitar, and I do. I could argue it's not for you because you're not a fucking vampire. Be stupid. I mean, the obvious financial issue there is that the film is on a budget of $100 million and needs to make $200 million for them to break even. And they've already exhausted their entire fucking viewership pool. So, like, who else is going to go see it? Oh, the Chinese market that they refuse to release the film to because the Chinese don't like black people? Them? No, they're not going to go see it. The white people that you make blatantly racist and look horrible in the entire film? Nope, they don't want to go fucking see it. Maybe y'all should retool that trailer and make it not look so anti-white. Maybe you should stop bitching about racism every time you get a chance for a movie to be greenlit and actually write a good story. Like, you know, something that was really about Bobby Johnson. Like, I don't know how many times I have to say this to people. Nobody fucking cares. To make a film about OG Bobby Johnson, like the real OG Bobby Johnson, and his cursed fucking guitar and his pact with the devil could have been a fantastic premise if it wasn't just some way to lead into white people are evil. Like, sorry, dog, we've seen this shit before. We don't want to fucking watch it for the 8 millionth time. On top of hearing it on Twitter, TikTok, and fucking every social media goddamn platform there is, because you guys have turned them all into fucking safe spaces where anyone with an opinion that is different than yours gets banned for hate speech. Funny how you guys love diversity so much until it's actually diversity of thought. You know, something of significance. Like, I don't even know why the fuck I got a notification that this dude made this video, okay? All he did was glaze the shit out of it in his initial review, and, like, to act like Mr. Wakanda Forever is the next fucking Spike Lee is actually an insult. It's not specifically an insult to Spike Lee because of the color of his skin. It's an insult to his ability to make a good film. So we're clear, this is the portfolio, the massive, diverse portfolio that Ryan Cougler's working with, and with financial successes, he is 2 for 3 right now. Maybe. Attributing Black Panther's success to Cougler himself is hardly honest. But it would also be unfair to put Wakanda Forever as a failure in his book too, because those are both Disney Marvel films where his hands are tied. Sinners, though, on the other hand, is all him. I mean, for fuck's sake, dude, this guy has not made a single film without Michael B. Jordan. And Creed did not get the clout that it got because of Michael B. Jordan. Michael B. Jordan got the clout that he got because of Creed, and Creed got its clout because it was a Rocky spinoff with Rocky in it. Notice how the two following movies are not listed here. They did not do well either. When I say did not do that well, I'm saying this was $1 billion movie when he made it, and he made it on the same budgets, more or less, that movies like Creed 3 had, right? Or Creed had, or whatever the fuck. Like, he's making these movies on $100 million budgets. I think he had a little bit more with Black Panther because, again, Disney Marvel. Yeah, so I just checked $200 million for Black Panther, and I think they actually gave him close to $300 million for Wakanda Forever, which is insane considering it was such a massive fucking bomb. Sorry, I had to take multiple pictures for Spike Lee's profile and his portfolio, but as you can see, he does not just make black films. For example, Old Boy is actually an adaptation of, I believe, a Korean film of the same name, of the exact same premise, and I think Spike Lee did a great job there. What you can see from this portfolio is that Spike Lee does not specifically make black films, Spike Lee makes urban films. And Spike Lee doesn't just constantly portray black people as this overt positive and white people as this overt evil. Okay? Spike Lee actually makes diverse films that happen to often have black leads because they're often black stories. As in, they're simply stories told from the perspective of a black man about black people, not that they're only meant for black people to watch. See, a black film has taken on this new meaning where it's like only black people should get it and like it and be allowed to like it, and that's a fucking problem. It really is. It's a fucking problem, and you are not going to do well in a capitalist society where 70% of the population is fucking white when you just hate white people. Like, I'm sorry that the truth is now starting to smack you guys across the fucking face so hard, and we are allowed to talk about it now because the scary orange man's back. Like, I don't know what the fuck you want us to do, but like stop making this shit. I don't know what the fuck. Like, nobody is struggling to understand anything. Okay, what you are struggling to understand is the state of the racial tensions in this fucking country right now. This is not a time to be releasing this fucking movie. Sorry. Maybe if the Carmelo Anthony case wasn't fucking blasted all over everybody's fucking front page every day, it would have been a better time. Like, obviously that isn't on Ryan Cougler. That's on Carmelo Anthony for murdering the fucking kid at a sport event at their school where he wasn't even supposed to have a weapon and had no reason to believe that he should have to fear for his life and use lethal force. He is obviously blatantly guilty. What they're doing is they're actually shooting for anti-white sentiment to be on the jury so that he gets acquitted, which is a whole other fucking issue that I don't even want to get into right now. Because quite frankly, that little boy needs to decorate the nearest fucking tree in the new mansion that he just bought with the $4 million from the fucking GoFundMe that you made for his bond that was reduced by the most liberal judge in the state to a quarter of what it originally was, which means he only has to pay 10% of that. And you guys gave him $4 million fucking dollars? Excuse me, I'm sorry. $400,000. I'm sorry. And what's weird is you guys called for Kyle Rittenhouse's head when he did something and was on trial for a similar charge, even though the details of the Rittenhouse case were very obviously self-defense from the beginning. I mean, for fuck's sake, we had a video of the angry mob trying to absolutely maul a single kid. And unfortunately, one of them also had a firearm pointed at him, and he had to use lethal force. And someone died. And it was another white guy, and you guys don't give a shit. You didn't give a shit about the dead white guy. You gave a shit that the dead white guy was a BLM supporter, and that Kyle Rittenhouse was a conservative. But Carmelo Anthony can stab a white kid in the chest at a fucking track meet, and you'll buy him a house? Are you fucking kidding me? Yeah, no, people are fucking mad. People are mad as fuck. And honestly, they're starting to get racist, and it's y'all fault. And what's crazy is all you have to do is stop being racist, and it won't fucking happen. See, I don't think y'all genuinely believe you can't be racist towards white people. I just think y'all believe that you deserve to be.
And there it is. You did all that fucking whining and complaining about somebody making a video about sinners. And you went on a whole tirade about Robert Johnson. We know who the fuck Robert Johnson is. Just because you play a guitar doesn't mean jack shit. Cougler is on the same vein with Spike Lee, whether you want to accept it or not. Spike does make movies for black people. Just because you think that you're included in that. He makes urban movies. Doesn't mean they're not for black people. Now, this part right here. I knew you were fucking racist. Good thing I watched this video to this point. Because I've seen the stitch of this video where it stops at the early in the video, which means I know they didn't watch this video. You are a racist piece of shit to say that Carmelo Anthony needs to be swinging from the tree in the mansion that they just bought. You are the epitome of why there is race division. See, anytime black people bring up racism, it's because of shit like this. The bullshit that you let fly out of your fucking mouth. You are a fucking Trump-humping Nazi piece of shit. You're the same motherfucker who lied about police having to protect white people at the video. I mean, at the theater, coming out of the theater as sinners. Why should we believe any fucking thing you say? Why should anybody believe a racist piece of shit like you? The fact that you think and you've made up in your mind that Carmelo Anthony is a murderer lets me know all I need to know about you. Because there are no rules in a fist fight. There are no fucking rules. If I'm 160 pounds soaking wet and I get jumped on by somebody 220 twice, because, you know, Austin Metcalf had a twin brother who was right there. If you get poked, you get fucking poked. Period. Now, I don't know what city you stay in, but I advise you to stay out of my city. Because I don't tolerate pieces of shit like you. Pieces of shit like you are the reason for my very existence right now. Racist pieces of shit like you are the very reason I exist right now. Because there are people who happen to be white, and there are pieces of shit like you. You mentioned Django. You was happy with a slave movie. Yes, sir, massa. Oh, I'm gonna fight for my freedom, but it's a bunch of white people in this movie. Most of the people in this movie are white, except for about 5 people. We don't have to make movies to appease racist pieces of shit. If you don't want to spend your dollars, don't spend your fucking dollars. We don't need your fucking dollars. We don't need pieces of shit like you. I hope you find the nearest busy intersection, put on a blindfold, and walk forward. I wish you pestilence. I wish you disease. I wish you famine. I wish you exactly what you wish for Carmelo Anthony. Now, I usually end this video with something, you know, uplifting. But boy, fuck you.
You're so tired of it, you made a video about it and then turned off the comments. What's the matter? Did your balls drop off? Are you afraid to say what you really want to say, buddy? Are you? Okay. Who hurt you? Who was it that hurt you? Who was it that made you feel like you were inadequate? Had to be somebody, right? Had to be somebody that made you feel like you were inferior. Because that's the only reason that you would have brought yourself on Ryan Cougler's internet using Michael B. Jordan's Wi-Fi in the year of our Lord Angela Bassett to say something as stupid as this. Who hurt you? What happened? Something had to happen, right? 10 years of anti-white hate. White people run Hollywood. They have entire streaming services devoted to the victories and shit of white people. You talk about 10 years of anti-white hate. Do you know there are certain places where you can still watch Birth of a Nation by D.W. Griffith? That's all celebrating whiteness. So I'm genuinely asking, who hurt you? What series of decisions led you hurling into this? You were so confident that you turn off the comments because you don't want to get roasted in your own comment section, complaining about a movie about vampires. And you say that's anti-white hate and nobody's going to see it? It's the #1 film in America right now. I just got home from watching it. Who hurt you? And follow up, you know the MCU is filled with white guys. I mean, unless you don't count the Hulk, because he's green, but bunch of superheroes. The DCEU is filled with white men. Unless you count Wonder Woman, but she's Themysciran, and if you count Aquaman, we can't count Aquaman. He's from Atlantis. You know, Tom Cruise is still making Mission Impossible films. You had 4 John Wick films. 1, 2, 3, 4. What is this anti-white hate you're talking about? Who hurt you? I'm really curious. Who was it that hurt you? Anti-white hate? Hollywood is filled with white people. Do you remember what this year's Best Picture winner was? Do you? You probably don't. Do you know what last year's Academy Award-winning film for Best Picture was? You probably don't. In both instances, white people. They were sprinkled all over the cast and crew and cameramen. And how many black folks were in Game of Thrones? That shit ran for 8 seasons. 8. That ended in the past 10 years. How many seasons of Yellowstone is it? That's just whiteness on top of whiteness on top of more whiteness. So obviously, either your eyes don't work, you don't have any sort of television, or someone hurt you. Have you been to YouTube? There's plenty of whiteness in YouTube. Who hurt you? There it is. There it is. So you go into your little tirade about Ryan Cougler's massive portfolio. Okay. And you want to talk about, well, the 2 Marvel films don't count because it's Marvel. His hands are pretty much tied. Were they, though? Were they? Do you think Marvel and Kevin Feige are going to give millions of dollars to a director for what is basically amounts to one of their tentpole films if he's not good at what he does? Let's look at that list, shall we? Because I know you probably have not watched any or all of those fucking films. So let's go ahead and talk about it. Fruitvale Station, the true story of the murder of Oscar Grant, which was an impactful, very impactful fucking film. So good, so very fucking good, that Ryan Coogler's name was being brought up for awards for that film. Whoo, there, you're 0 for 1 already. Creed. That was Ryan Coogler breathing life into a dead-ass franchise. How many more times are we going to watch Rocky Balboa get his ass into the ring? And so, considering the fact Sylvester Stallone doesn't even own the fucking rights to that movie, it was dead. It was fucking dead. And then Ryan Coogler said, you know, there's a story there. We could tell the story of a child of Apollo Creed. We could bring Rocky in as his trainer. Ooh, new franchise is born. How many Creed films are there now? 13. Black Panther. Again, Marvel Studios, realizing that their entire catalog seems very white. They said, you know what? We have access to every character. I know one we should put out there. Black Panther. Considering the fact that Captain America's shield is made out of vibranium, and I mean, you're gonna bring out vibranium, you got to bring out where it fucking came from. And in the comic books, came from an all-black country. We're gonna give millions of dollars to do this. Spike Lee ain't gonna do it. Spike Lee has made his legend already. You don't gotta prove nothing. The late great John Singleton kind of speaks for itself. Ooh, let's get that kid. Let's get that guy that did that Fruitvale Station. Excellent fucking film. Gives us a little bit of prestige. Get him. Didn't he just finish Creed? Yeah, that was a big hit. Bring him in. Here you go. Here's the character's background. Ta-Nehisi Coates did an excellent run on Black Panther. The setting, the look, the aesthetic, the story. Ooh, all of that. Ryan Coogler. Kevin Feige looks at it and says, this is art. This is cinematic. Wasn't that movie nominated for an Academy Award? Oh shit! Look at that! Look at that! Nominated for an Academy Award. The first superhero film to do that. Wakanda Forever. The sequel to this massive billion-dollar, critically acclaimed movie. A celebration of life of the main character. A celebration of life to one Chadwick Boseman. Oh, and see, Ryan wasn't done with y'all. Nah. He's gonna bust you upside your head with some shit, wasn't he? Ooh, let's bring in Talokan and Namor. Ooh. Bringing back that Spanish history, bringing back that history of native people, native Spanish-speaking people. Ooh. Nasty. Now you got a combination you cannot fucking believe, because what did he also do? He went and found himself authenticity amongst the characters from Talokan. And now we have Sinners, which is the one that you really don't like. Oh, I want to bring up that whole Michael B. Jordan thing. Let's talk about that. Scorsese had De Niro. You see where I'm going with this, right? Okay. Christopher Nolan has brought out the best of Christian Bale. And his go-to guy, Michael Caine, nobody seems to say a goddamn thing about it. But let a black director, Spike Lee with Denzel Washington, Spike Lee with Lawrence Fishburne, Spike Lee with Giancarlo Esposito, Ryan Coogler with Michael B. Jordan. Let a black director do that exact same thing, and all of a sudden it's anti-white hate. Let me explain something to you, you little human being. Your feelings are hurt because nobody is censoring you. You talk about 10 years of anti-white hate. Let me explain something to you, son. We've had 400 years of that. Y'all call it CRT now. But it's history. And while you sit here bitching, moaning, and complaining about the fact that your pigmentation was represented badly in a movie about vampires and the Klan, the current occupant of 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue is erasing the true history of people with my pigmentation. What are you complaining about? What are you complaining about? Are you getting something out of this? I'm still wondering who hurt you. I really am. Because at the end of the day, Ryan Coogler is being celebrated as one of the hottest new directors around. And his resume, the thin resume as you call it, that thin resume has some of the most memorable moments, memorable stories, memorable cast, and things of that nature in film history. His work has been critically acclaimed. His work has been box office bonanza. His work has gotten him all the way to the Academy Awards. And he's what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 films in. Meanwhile, you are stuck in your apartment in probably Reseda, bitch moaning and complaining about his work while doing absolutely none of your own. You patting pockets, and those pockets don't belong to you. They genuinely don't. Don't hate Ryan Coogler because he is better at what he does than you are at what you do. Make better films. Make a film. Make any film. That's all you gotta do. Show us your chops. Give us your artistic vision. Because if you can't do that, then maybe, just maybe, you should shut the fuck up to people who can. Those who can, do. Those who can't, make TikTok videos about those who can.
Lovelies, I have been looking for something like this. I am not surprised at all that this kind of review is coming from a pan color person, because if a Hispanic man can actually come out to talk about how black people are being so anti-Hispanic by not including the Hispanic people in the said Cena movie while stealing Hispanic culture, that means anybody can come out and say negative thing about anything produced by people that looks like me. It's not actually, it's not a new thing. Like when I saw this teacher, I was like, oh, this was on its way coming. So this young man, was so pained and claimed that, oh my God, there's so many anti-whiteness in the movie in the past 10 years. Like, okay, or because of maybe the movies and the things are not showing the superhero of a particular person. Like, why is it that anytime that people that looks like me decide to do something, a lot of people, a lot of people are so angry for not being included, or for not, being the real factor, or for not being the main character. Like they always want to be the main character. But anytime that they see that, oh, people that looks like me are proving ways, oh, they're becoming that, they get so angry. They get so jealous. They get like, I don't know. But you guys will be busy doing your thing, you know, including whosoever that you want to include in your scene, your movie, your whatsoever, and black people will just be seated and be minding their business. But then again, when black people decided that they were going to do something for themselves, or when you see that a black person is actually prospering with his ability or his talents, a lot of them comes all over the social platform to claim about how, oh my God, I was not included. Oh, the other one was claiming that the one of the scenes or of Hispanic scene was actually stolen. One of the vampire scene or culture was actually a Hispanic type. The other one, who happens to be Indian American woman, was saying that the cinema movie is something that is just out of place. One thing that talking about music and how music can actually bring up spirituals, and the next thing they're talking about the vampires that she cannot even see around the movie. Like that, people have preference, right? People really have preference. If you see that this is not your preference, you don't understand what is going on, what do? You just have to click next. You have to click next and go, or see something else that is your preference. You can just come here because you've seen that, okay, this person is, oh, after all, it's coming from a black person. Like, wow, how they never had that kind of talents. They can never do anything. Like most of the things that they do, they stole it. Like seriously. And now this one is acting victim. How can people be anti? Like seriously, because of what? I don't understand. These people just always have something negative to talk about people that looks like me anytime they try to do something, or anytime they want to progress, or anytime they see that, oh, these guys are really progressing, even with all of our oppressions that get in there. They become so uncomfortable. They become very uncomfortable and trying to debunk it and trying to make it look like, oh, it's not worth it. It's not. No, really, I myself, I have not even seen the movie, but I have watched countless of reviews. And there's a point that you will keep on seeing reviews upon reviews. It's as if you already seen the movie. all I see here is some, black culture that came to play. People decided, like, in a situation whereby there are different cultures and background that was shown, and there are different revolutions in that cause, and people are getting so uncomfortable with it. Like, it's either see the movie to learn one or two things. There are so many Asian people who came out to talk about how they've learned so many things about it, how they really were so exposed to some things that they never knew about. Like, rather than come to talk about how, oh my god, it's been us all anti-blackness, oh my god, you stole our culture. Like, you guys have never believed that people that look like me have done something, how I was able to introduce or produce or manufacture anything. Like, you see people that look like me as people that is incapable of having or owning something. But I think that time has gone. This present reality, this present you know, is very different. And I hope you deal with that. I hope you find peace with yourself. Anyway, lovely, so now just leave me your own thought in the comment section of what you think of this video, please. If you've not subscribed to this channel, do your girl a huge favor to click on the subscription button. And I want to use this medium to say a very big shout out to our newest subscribers, to those people that share this video, leave commentaries, educate. I actually read comments, like comment sections. I read it and I use that medium to also educate myself. And most of the things I am not aware, it's being corrected in my comment section. And I really appreciate you guys' efforts. Thank you so much for all the love and support. For those of you who complain that I actually, talk at the background where my it's like I just do that sometimes when I am just out of town or something, or maybe I'm so busy, but I just want us to keep on going, just so bear with me. Sometimes I do this and I just do that as well. So, but I am still here. We are still brothers and sisters. Anyway, lovelies, leave me your own thought in the comment section. Subscribe to this channel if you're yet to do that, and I will see you, lovelies, when I upload the next one.